You're listening to the Angela Henderson Online Business Show, episode 304. Hey there, you amazing human, and welcome to the Angela Henderson Online Business Show, the podcast that is designed for female entrepreneurs who want to make more money in a way that is in alignment for them. If you're looking for practical advice, proven strategies, and expert insights to help you navigate the challenges of growing your business, then you've come to the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am your host, Angela Henderson, a proud Canadian living in beautiful Australia, and I'm a business coach, consultant, and strategist who has helped thousands of women around the world build successful businesses. Through solo episodes and interviews with successful business owners, industry experts, and thought leaders, you'll get insider insights into what it takes to succeed in today's digital age. Whether you're struggling to scale your business, looking for ways to boost your productivity, or seeking ways to overcome the challenges of being an entrepreneur, this show has everything you need to succeed and more. So subscribe, pop your headphones on, and get ready to creating the business and life you deserve today by allowing the Angela Henderson Online Business Show help you create a winning strategy, develop the right mindset, and build lasting wealth. Having been an entrepreneur for 13 plus years and running 2 successful businesses, I'm often asked, how do you have time for anything but work? My response, my business does not run my life. I run my business around my life. However, it wasn't always like this at the beginning. You see, it's not uncommon that when we create a business, we want certain things. We want financial freedom, travel freedom, to create memories with our kids. And though we start off with this in mind, it doesn't take long before we're chasing the dollar. Instead of working 5 hours per day on our business, we start working 8 hours, then 12 hours, and then our weekends start slipping by. We start to forget about catching up with friends. We can start to lose ourselves. And before you know it, we are quietly resenting our business, potentially feeling deflated, angry, even maybe fighting with our partners, becoming cranky with our kids, all because of the fact we've allowed our business to rule our life. And when I started having these feelings myself early on in business, I knew things had to change rapidly. I knew that I should be creating a life first, business second. I also knew firsthand that this wasn't going to be an easy thing to do because of societal and industry norms. But in addition to that, my husband at the time worked a 9-to-5 job, and he expected things to work like a 9-to-5 job. I didn't quite understand that running a business was different to this. So I knew I needed to create the life that I wanted first and my business second, and just kind of get over those societal and industry norms. But also, I would get comments from peers who were still stuck at putting their business first. Or I'd be going out to dinner with family and friends who would make comments. I should be doing this, or I should be doing this. But I had to say, fuck everyone, my life, my rules. And I'm here to tell you personally, the earlier you can lean into and learn this concept about life first, business second, the sooner you'll be closer at living the best life. So what did I do to shift things, and what can you do to shift from your business ruling your life? The first thing that I did many years ago is I had to really take a good hard look at what I really wanted. I'd forgotten what that was. So I sat down and I asked myself, what do you want out of life, Angela? For me personally, I wanted and still want to make memories with my family and friends. I want to travel, and I want flexibility to take days off whenever I wanted. And so I started crafting this. I started by scheduling all the days off that I wanted for the year in my schedule. At the beginning, it wasn't a lot. But for example, last year alone, I took off over 150 days. That's right, 150 days to be able to travel and create memories. And at time of recording, I was in Bali in January this year, San Diego in February, Napa Valley in March. I went on a cruise in April. I was in the Dominican Republic in May. In June, I chilled. July, I was in Sydney. August, I was in Perth. September, I flew down to Tassie for my partner's 40th. I'm heading to Melbourne next week. October, I'm flying to Bali for 10 days to run my retreat. November, we've got nothing planned, but I know something will come. In December, I'm taking the kids on a cruise. And I also don't work weekends. All right. Well, I take that back. A few times a year, I may choose to work on a weekend to play catch up if I have to, but it's really rare. I don't do this to show you, to be like, oh, look at Angela, or look at me, or to, do you know what I mean, flex a brag flex here. I do this because I started with having no travel time, no flexibility. And over the years, I had to work into this. I'm going to explain more about how I did that in the questions I asked myself. But I wanted to give you some examples of me living this and telling you that this is possible. So by planning ahead and knowing what I want for my life, this is how I made it happen. I got a lot of shit from people saying, wow, must be nice to travel, must be nice to have money. But here's the thing. Why shouldn't I have this life? Why do I have to do what everyone else is doing? Why should I feel bad for creating the life that I want? So after I kind of dug deep and reflected on what I truly wanted, I then asked myself, how does my current business conflict with my personal priorities? At the time of my business, I started to reflect on what I wanted in life, and wanted to create that first, life first, business second. But I was still, what I identified was doing what I call $10 tasks. $10 tasks are things that others could be doing, such as, I was following up on invoices. I was manually onboarding clients. I was still ordering client gifts. My programs also were highly created around one-to-one versus a one-to-many model. So in order to allow me to live the life I wanted, I knew that I needed to start making changes within the business, because the business was currently conflicting with what I wanted in life. So then the next question I asked myself was, well, how can I restructure my business now that I've identified the problems to support the life I want? The first thing I did was explore hiring, but also adding more automation to my business. So I created a position description, advertised and hired, so I could get rid of those $10 tasks. I also hired a team to look at my overall business and what tools I could use and needed to automate appropriately to buy back my time. Once I had the new team member on board, and once I had my automation and those better systems to automate, I had so much time back. But I wasn't able to move forward quite yet because my one-on-one clients, the way that I had set things up, wouldn't allow me for big chunks of time off. So I had to take a deeper look at my product suite, offerings, and pricing. And though this was daunting, it was also fun at the same time because I was able to create 2 amazing masterminds. But that wasn't the last thing that I had to do. I also had to work on my mindset and inner work. I had to really, figure out what was going on with my beliefs. And by going through this mindset process, so many things came up. This overall reflective process. I don't deserve this. Who am I to create this life? Money blocks came up for me. So I had to really, make space, look at these limiting beliefs because they were impacting me and the growth of the business, but also more importantly, the life that I wanted and longed and desired for. And once this was in place, I was able to start scheduling more travel and had more freedom and had more flexibility. Now, please note, full transparency, this shit just didn't happen overnight. It was a slow progress. But every time I made progress, I gained time back. I had more travel time, created more memories. But it happened. It fucking happened. But it doesn't just stop there. I am always reviewing. I'm always going back and asking these kind of 4 main questions. What do I want out of my life? How does my current business conflict with my personal priorities? How can I restructure my business to support the life I want? And what mindset blocks are coming up that I need to address? So I hope this has given you some insight into how I created a life first, business second. Not to mention, life is short. After losing my grandmother on Christmas, my brother on Mother's Day, and a father-type figure on New Year's Day a few years back, I know firsthand how things can change in an instant. And I don't want to be laying on my deathbed with a million regrets. So please, you amazing human, make the time to explore how to create a life first, business second, and ask yourself the same questions I did. What do you want out of life? How does your current business conflict with your personal priorities? How can you restructure your business to support the life you want? And what mindset blocks are coming up that you need to address? I hope you have a beautiful day no matter where you are, my friend. And if you're needing help in your business, from structure to strategy to team to looking at building the life that you want to cash flow, etc., make sure you head to my website, angelahenderson.com.au, and explore the variety of ways that I can support you in your business growth and creating the life that you want first. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to the Angela Henderson Online Business Show, www.angelahenderson.com.au.